Hello everyone. Before we get started, please like, share, and comment on this video once it's done. This helps with the algorithm so my video could be exposed to more people who may like my content. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and cut on all notification bells if you haven't already. I would really appreciate this. Thank you. As I'm sitting here in the passenger side, as I'm letting my friend take me home, I'm looking at him, Christopher, as I know for a fact that that's not him. He looks like him, he talks like him, he acts like him, and everything he does is just like him, but it's not him. Let me explain to you what happened. So, about 4 hours earlier, me and him were actually driving to go for a hike in our forest. It was around 6:30 p.m. and it was starting to get darker early because it was around late October or maybe early November. As me and my friend Christopher was walking, we heard a strange sound, and it sounded like an animal. We thought at first maybe it could have been a bear or a mountain lion because there's a mountain not too far from the forest we were hiking at. So we thought maybe that may have been the case. But when we kept on hearing it, we realized that it didn't sound like a mountain lion or any animal that walks among the earth. We stopped for a moment to look around as we kept hearing leaves crunching. We kept on hearing snarkling and growling. It was low growling, but we can hear it. It felt like it was coming from everywhere. Me and Christopher had to stay on guard in case there could have been more of this unknown predator that we didn't know anything about. As we kept looking around, it suddenly got quiet again. Me and Christopher waited for a few minutes, and then we resumed our hiking. We kept hiking for a few more minutes, and then we heard that growling again. This time, it was coming from a specific area. It was coming from Christopher's right, and we can hear footsteps stomping over the leaves. It got closer and closer. And that's when we saw an outline of a figure. Me and Christopher began to run fast in the opposite direction. He ran in one direction, I ran in another direction. I kept going. I kept running until I could not see or hear that creature. After a while, I gave Christopher a call to ask if he was alright, but he didn't respond to me. I kept calling and calling, but I didn't get a response. I got up and walked around in the forest off of the trail that we were on. I looked around and then I saw Christopher, but something was very wrong. I was about to go over there, but then I saw that creature. It looked wrong. It looked like it had antlers, but it looked like a deer, but there was no way it could have been a deer. It was too tall. It grabbed my friend Christopher and began to eat him. It just reached its hands through Christopher's chest and ate his heart. I watched on in terror. I felt bad about what Chris was going through right now. He lost his life. I'm pretty sure he was probably wondering where was I at. And then after I saw Christopher laying down on the floor, something strange happened. The Wendigo began to shapeshift into my friend Christopher. I was terrified. How could this have happened? I ran off quietly without being heard. I stayed hidden just as I was sitting there thinking about how I was going to get a ride home. That's when a car pulled up. It was by the trailhead on the main road, and it was Christopher, or the person pretending to be Christopher. He looked at me and then he asked me, was I ready to go home? So I decided to get in the car. I already knew it wasn't my friend Christopher. It was something else. It was a creature or a monster.